Hello, welcome to LMC and Knowledge, Lyrics music channel of spiritual insight and wisdom that I will share to you so you can take along your spiritual journey. I hope you're having a good day, good night, wherever you're at, and whenever you see this, make sure that you're prayed up and in that light of Jesus. Okay? So I will be using my shamanic drum to cleanse the space and clear the energy, and we will go from there. Okay. Okay, so the intuitive message I have for you guys today is your vibration is so high it can cure sickness, disease, depression, and anxiety. The more you do, the faster they heal. So you've been working on your spiritual side with spiritual strength. Like, you've been really embodying your spiritual powers at this moment, or these few months as it's been going by. You've been really tapping into your divine consciousness, and you've been opening your third eye. You've probably been having a lot of dreams, or you've been having a lot of daydreams. You could be daydreaming sometimes too, and visualizing a lot about the future, the past, and it's like you manifest with your third eye, like by visualization. You're very good at creating or altering something to your liking, and it's in a positive way. It's not like, it's just like you can put a flip on things, or you can put a twist on things. And maybe this is in your career, the way you talk, or the way people, you're a teacher of some sort, or you're guiding people, or as you activate the people around you. And it's like people are not aware of spiritual sickness, and it can come in a form of a common cold or a virus or something like that. You definitely can heal people from that. It's like you fight these sick spirits, these sickness spirits, or this spiritual sickness. You're able to, and you hear me with the S's, now it's reminding me of a snake. So it's like a spiritual snake that poisons the soul with a specific sickness or disease. And some people get sick from the food that they eat, right? Some people get sick from other people, and then some people just get sick because of a spiritual attack. So let me be more direct on what you do. You could be a doctor, you could be that, you could be a nurse, or you could also just be a spiritual healer that battles sicknesses in the spirit. So that snake, you're able to see if it's a spiritual sickness or if it came from a physical, something that just happened in the physical. Like, say somebody is sneezing and they were sick, and then they wipe it on the door, and then you touch that door, and then you put your hands in your mouth, or you do something, and that's how you got sick, right? But no, you can see, like I said, I'm gonna say it again, you can see the difference of spiritual sicknesses and physical sicknesses. And you like to pray. I'm hearing like prayer is power for you. You feel in a very high energy after you pray. So let's go on with these. What other cards do we need, Spirit? What other cards do we need? This fell. Okay, so with your vibration is so high, it can cure sickness and depression and anxiety. It's like you get these people out of their obstacles. Like, you help people get out of, maybe you help people when they were sick, or you just have that healing energy to you. But it's like you let people know that what they're going through in life is not forever, and you don't make people feel alone in their journey or in their pain. It's like you're an empath, and you feel people's pain. Or it's like you might sometimes it might play mind games on you and make you feel like you're going through what they're going through because you just feel their emotions so much. But yeah, it's like you also can help people find their way out of certain situations in life. So with the depression thing, so say somebody's going through the battle of depression, or the battle of anxiety. It's like your presence comforts them, or your words comfort them, or it's like sometimes you don't even have to say anything. Now I'm seeing somebody in a restaurant, and you know how like people just have like small talk, a little small conversation with people that like with strangers, with people they don't know, and then like as a collective, I'm seeing a collective of people, like 4 or 5 people. They don't know each other, but they're waiting to get seated at this restaurant, and they just said a joke, and everybody laughs at the joke, right? And it makes you feel good. That's what I'm seeing right now. So it's like with that laugh and that joke, laughing raises your frequency and your vibration. That's what it does. So it's like we all talked about something and laughed and created this frequency that raised us all. So, you know what's so crazy? It's like, what if when you just randomly went into that restaurant, or what I'm seeing in my mind's eye, if you just went into the restaurant and everybody was working on themselves or working for God and stuff like that, and they never met each other before, but when they go in this restaurant and then they laugh, they have a good laugh, it's like they all met up at that time to elevate in frequency, and they don't even know each other on this life, of previous lifetimes they connected, and they said we're gonna meet at this restaurant and we're gonna say this, and this frequency is gonna raise us. Or maybe if somebody was depressed, or it's just like going through something, and then everybody laughs as a collective, everybody all put their energy in to raise it. So yeah, that's very powerful. But the next card that we have is disruption. And it's like you don't let people just go through things by themselves. Like you like to make sure, like if you're around people going through something, you want to see if you can help on any type of level or be there. It's like, now I'm hearing, if you need anybody to talk to, I'm here for you. Or somebody that's just checking up on you, or you check up on people to make sure they're good, and you make them feel like somebody cares. Because it's like with this disruption, it's like these people are feeling like when they're in chaos, and then you come around and you say something, and it brings them a feeling of peace, or a presence of, you bring a presence of peace during difficult times. And your energy, like I said, is very comforting. And it's like, I don't know, you could be a therapist, or people just like to talk to you or vent to you. But yeah. So, what's the next card? Spirit. What's the next card? Okay. So intuition with number 2. So it's like you're very intuitive, and you can read people's energies, and you can feel when people are depressed, or when they're sad, or when they're not heard, or when people are not giving them attention, even through children, and also people in relationships. You may have seen people like not be cared for, and you're a helper. You like to be there for people. You like to make sure people feel seen, you know. So yeah, and it's like, you know what, you have the right words. Like every time you talk to somebody, you have the right words to say that will help them make a better decision for their life. Because it's like you could come across somebody who is suicidal, and you'll never know. And it's just like, what if at the restaurant, back at the restaurant situation, what if at the restaurant one of those people were suicidal, and you making them laugh, raising their frequency, just that at that moment made their mind like focus on positive thoughts, or it put them in a positive frequency, you know. And it's like sometimes other people can't get to them. It's just certain people that can really affect somebody and make them a better person. So it's like your character makes people a better person. People are attracted to how you care for your children or your family or the people around you. You just have a big heart. So also with suffering and silence, it's like also with the reading into energies and knowing that somebody's suffering, like you can feel it. And that's why you like to give eye contact with people, or you actually like to hug people, because you know that your hugs transmute their energy. Like, and you understand, like, hey, I may not be able to give you something physically, especially if I'm in my own financial situation, but I can definitely help you spiritually. So yeah, it's like you grew a lot in solitude, or you know how to heal the body, or you give people remedies or something like that. And you could be journaling, or you could just be reading books right now, learning new information. And once you come out, it's like whenever you go on hermit mode, every time you come out, everybody knows that you've been evolving, or you have evolved, or something has changed every time you go into hermit mode. Um, so it's like some people might not understand why you like to be alone a lot, and it's just because you've been really growing and working on yourself. And it's like, and if you wouldn't have done all that sacrificing of working on yourself and putting yourself first, then you wouldn't have this high vibe and energy to help people, right? So it's like sometimes you do have to go back and recharge and stuff like that, so you can be of service. And yeah, and it's like certain spirits that try to like enter people's vessels at certain times of the day, like say they're listening to certain music, or they're at a concert, or they're just occupying themselves with something that's like not the best frequency. And that's when those lower vibing frequencies can surround and leech on those spiritual leechers, those spiritual demons that leech onto the soul. And then when you leave from that concert or from that event or something like that, it's like I'm seeing a party too, not even just the devil ain't just working through the festivals and stuff. He working through everything in every city. And it's like these parties that people have, and God's showing me these parties that we have over here, and it's just so much energy. Like you can feel, now me, I can really feel how I would feel if I was there. And it's like if I was there at this local party, I would definitely be having to fight some demons at that party. Not like physical, but it's like, say you get anxiety around the wrong people or around certain people, your body just ain't functioning right, and it's because something ain't right, and your soul know it ain't. And you know, it could literally be nothing happening to you, right? And it's just a party and everybody's just dancing and everything, but you just getting this weird vibe and energy. That's them demons. You just can't avoid it. Your spirit cannot avoid the enemy. You know, like your spirit is not blind to the enemy. You're never blind. So, and those people there, they're spiritually blind, and they can't see what's attached to them or why they're feeling certain ways at a certain time. And that's when you step in, especially if you have family members or people that you surround yourself with, and you see them in a lower energy, anxiety, depression, or sick. You're like, this has a deeper meaning to it, and we got to get to the bottom of this. And it's like, you can't force them to want to know it's a spiritual side to everything, but you hope that they know and they take action with their spiritual health and hygiene. So yeah, because you can only help them so much. And like I say, you heal somebody when you walk into the room, you talk to them, and you just exchange energy and everything, and then they go back doing the same thing, and then they expect to come back to you or be like, hey, let's hang around again. And not even them knowing it consciously that you were healing them, they just know that they feel better when they was around you. So all they're gonna remember when they're feeling down again is to come around you. And that's their soul already knowing, like, you're doing something for me that helps me, so I have to get back to where I was feeling that way. And then they go back to the same lifestyle or the actions that caused it. So yeah, but I think that's all that I have to say. With that being said, make sure that you are knowing who to heal and who not to heal, who to be around and who not to be around, because your energy is so strong that you're going to be used, like, in a good way, always. But if you just make yourself easily accessible just because you're in this high vibing energy, it's gonna bring you back down. So where you succeed at is through your solitude, and this is male or female. You succeed in private, and you come out in public when you're being called out by the divine, you know. Yeah, so that's what I'm getting for you guys. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.